Spinner Swallow Beer Review.
Jammer.
Drinking and thinking with Shagdog and Jammer.
Yeah.
Today's
What you got drinking there, Shagdog?
well, I got some Miller Lite. I figured I'd start off a little light.
Well, I got some Telltale Heart IPA from PSA Brewery. Raven beer. That's what it is. I pace the floor to and fro. Anyway, 7.3 ABV. So I'm starting out right.
I've been drinking so much like craft beer and not drinking on normal days off, besides occasional few. But I haven't been drinking shit like this on a regular lately, and it actually does taste like shit. More than it used to,
Yeah, it goes that way. So what's the topics for today?
Today, this one, we're going to do the top 10 classic cartoons that should be made into movies someday.
We got some honorable mentions, too.
Yeah.
That may or may not have already been made into the movie.
Right. Or some other ones that we could squeeze into 10 because there's so many of them.
Right. They should make a new and improved movie if they already made a movie.
All right. And without further ado, number 10 cartoon. I don't know if you remember this one, Jammer. Jabberjaws. Remember that?
Yeah, I think so. Do you have a picture that you could share?
No.
Why don't you screen share yourself? Because I need a
visual on some of them. Oh, shit.
And I'm sure others do too.
Can you see that?
Let me get back to you. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember Jabberjaw.
Yeah, it was almost like a cartoon or shark version of Scooby-Doo, but they were a band. But the one guy, his friend, in the orange back there playing the stand-up bass thing, he even looks like Shaggy a little bit.
Yeah.
But Jabberjaw he was like a combination of Curly from the Three Stooges, that's how he talked, and his favorite line was Rodney Dangerfield, no respect. But he talked like Curly, like, no respect. Hey, a wise guy, huh? So
number 9. I'm going to screen share it. You ready?
Yeah.
See it?
Nope, still don't see it.
What?
Oh, I got to add it to stream. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, Grape Ape.
Yeah.
That was the dog. The funny one thing about that is not even a human. That his owner is a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dog. Yeah. So the dog bought Grape Ape from a pet store, I recall, I think. Grape Ape. That's all he said.
Grape Ape. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. And the dog drove it. The dog drove on a van, and the Grape Ape sat on top of the van.
Yeah. Yep. And another of the primate? Primate, right?
Yeah, primate.
Magilla Gorilla. Number 7. No, number 8. I'm sorry.
Now, Magilla Gorilla, he was with a guy that looked like Mr. Cosgrove or George Jetson's boss. He was bald with a mustache or whatever.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, G-Force was
7.
actually... Huh?
Number 7, G-Force, yep.
G-Force was actually made into a movie. It was like a hamster movie. It had nothing to do with the G-Force.
Oh, really?
I
thought you were going to tell me it was made a Japanese version of a movie. I could believe that. But some hamsters called G-Force. Yeah, nothing to do with G-Force cartoon.
You might be able to see this.
Yeah, it'd be a cool movie. The only two characters, I like, not the leader, but the other guy wore the skinny, but he wore a brown outfit, I think. The other cool guy.
Yeah, right here.
He didn't have a lot of lines. Yeah, the one with the brown and the blue, I think. Yeah, the fat guy and the kid didn't impress me at all, but
no. Well, that was all right show. I used to like G-Force. Yeah. I think that if you made it into a action-packed movie today, it would and new costumes that pay homage to the the drawings and everything, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
I'd even throw in a tie with that one for number 7. Is probably be an honorable mention, but I was going to throw this one in too, but I put G-Force in instead.
Mm-hmm.
Is Voltron. I
Oh
think
yeah,
would be a
Voltron.
good
Yeah.
one too. The princess, the 4 other dudes, they got their little lion
Mm-hmm.
ships and they turn into a robot. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the one and only, it's been done before. It is an actual movie, but I put it back on the list because the movie was so bad.
Yeah.
Is He-Man, the original movie, Masters of the
I
Universe.
have the power.
Yeah, the movie with Dolph Lundgren. It was so horrible. They didn't even have Orko in it. They had some dwarf-looking character, I guess, to take the place of Orko. It was just horrible. I think not Demi, was it Courtney Cox or Demi Moore? One of them was in it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was Demi Moore.
It was a
That was
crazy.
horrible.
I didn't care
Yeah.
much for it. Now, did they do Skeletor pretty good?
As best as they could, it was Jack
Yeah.
Palance, I think, with
Yeah.
Skeletor. So, as best as they could, I think they did
Yeah.
Skeletor.
And then we're at number 5 with Thundar the Barbarian.
Yes, that'd be so cool. Because that's supposed to be in the future, and it's like wizards and science mix, wizards, sorcery, science. And he had, instead of a lightsaber, I forgot what the hell he called maybe his thunder sword or something. It was kind of like a light came out. But he had his partner, Ukla. It was kind of like a weird looking Wookiee almost. And then he had the princess Ariel. She was like a sorceress. I think that'd be a pretty good movie.
And I don't remember much of the number 4 one we have.
Dungeons and Dragons. That was in the 80s. It starts off, these kids get on an amusement park ride called Dungeons and Dragons. That's the intro every week in the first episode. Yeah. And somehow the thing falls apart. They're floating like in space continuum, and they land in Dungeons and Dragons land. The little short dude, bald with little white hair. The dungeon master shows up and he says, "You're a paladin, and you're a barbarian, and you're a sorceress. You're a warrior." Yeah. And they all transform. Like a little kid, Bobby, turned into a barbarian at a big club. The one guy was a paladin, like a knight, but he was the coward of the group. But it'd be pretty cool to make a movie, something like that, like people from our current day transported to a Dungeons and Dragons universe.
I was never a big fan of your next one.
Johnny Quest?
Yeah, I don't remember much of it.
Number 3, Johnny Quest. I watched it a little bit. I mean, I was very young when I watched that. When I was probably 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe at the. But I added that one on particularly, Jammer, because everyone could love that one. It's you got for the Hollywood pedophile elite. You got your boys in there, Johnny Quest and the little Indian kid Haji. For the animalistic type people, they got their little dog. It's like a pug or I don't know what the hell the dog is. And then for the little twinks that like manly men, you got the 2 dudes, the father and the other guy, who Johnny and Haji really looked up to.
Now, I can tell you right now, it sounds pretty good. And you could probably actually sell that because, like you said, the Hollywood elite.
Yeah.
Problem is they probably make all these that we've mentioned so far and the ones to come a more liberal. You'd probably have Sam, who turns into Samantha.
Right.
With a snap of her fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
Superpower is that it's a girl with a cock. Or a guy dressed as a girl. Made to look like a girl.
4-time Olympic champion in women's 100-meter relay. Or whatever.
Have him star in it.
Well, yeah, he did all 4 parts of the relay. He didn't tag anybody in. He just kept, or sorry, ma'am.
Number 2. I like the idea of this one. I think it's really a good pick. I think you could really make it him trying to save his park.
Right.
Like it in every cartoon. And that's Yogi Bear.
Yep.
Hey, Yogi.
Hey, Boo Boo, let's go steal a picnic basket. But Yogi, what about the Ranger? Hey, Boo Boo, fuck the Ranger. Have what was his girlfriend's name? I can't remember her name. Was it Daisy or?
I can't remember.
Uh, yeah. But have Boo Boo have an affair with her. That part of the movie. That'd be great. Yogi can Boo Boo. I thought you were my friend, little buddy.
Boo Boo, you're banging my girl. Quit banging my girl.
That'd be good.
Or you could say, leave a piece for me.
Right. I was hibernating all winter and you were banging my girl.
Here's another one that came from the 80s or 70s, late 70s, early 80s, I think maybe. Might have been sooner. I don't know. But Yogi Bear could run into Smokey the Bear.
That'd be good, actually. Smokey as his long lost cousin. Huh?
As a ranger.
Oh, yeah. He could be the ranger. The new ranger.
One of the rangers.
The beginning of the movie, they fire in the other ranger because he sucks. They got Smokey Bear coming in and be the new ranger.
Yeah. And then on top of that, we could have the Indian with the tear.
Right. You can have Indian with a tear. That'd be good. And you get Boo Boo and Yogi like smoking pot and
flicking their ashes.
And yes, and Smokey comes up and like, what the fuck? Yeah.
You know what the number one threat is to the Jellystone Park? Fire.
No, it's humans. I thought it was humans. Oh. All right, before we get to number one, any honorable mentions, Jammer?
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
It was made into a movie with, what's his name?
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a decent movie, but I don't think the story was much. I don't remember much from it. And I think it could be better. And I think it could be modernized to a degree, But, hey, that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Any other ones? I can't think. The G.I. Joe ones, I weren't impressed with them ones. Mm-hmm. I think they could have been done a little bit better, so I wish someone else would do it.
Yeah.
More seriously done,
Yeah.
With Cobra being a big terrorist group and, not just... It was just so weird. They didn't have really a lot of Cobra soldiers driving Cobra vehicles, and I was not impressed.
Yeah, I mean, make it a little more gritty.
Yeah.
He is G.I. Joe.
Right, and they should have had Sergeant Slaughter in there, too.
Yeah, of course. Got to have Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, these aren't cartoons that I'm going to mention, but I think it'd be kind of interesting to see how they would do it. And it used to be the Hanna-Barbera hour or whatever, and it used to have the Bugaloos, Land of the Lost, Space Nuts.
Oh, that was Sid
and Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah, I don't think Hanna-Barbera owned that. That was
yeah, that's Hanna-Barbera.
I thought that was Sid and Marty Krofft or something
like
that.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is Sid and Marty Krofft.
Yeah, I remember all those. Sean loved the Sigmund the Sea Monster. I was more of a fan when I was really little. The Bugaloos.
Yeah.
I hated I remember all those.
You know why? Every time I wanted either the Space Nuts or Land of the Lost to pop up. And I didn't mind Sigmund. But every time, the Bugaloos, they're flying here and there and everywhere. Flying high, flying low.
Yeah.
The Bugaloos.
That's all I remember from it.
I can tell you right now, that would be the liberal pinnacle right there.
Yeah. They would H&R Puffin Stuff would be good.
H&R Puffin Stuff.
You know what that stands for, right?
Yeah.
Hand Road.
Richard Puffin Stuff.
No, but they used to say it meant Hand Road Puffin Stuff.
Yeah. There was a lot of those rumors. And it wouldn't surprise me if they were true.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one too much, but now that when I learned it when I got older, what HR possibly meant, I should have watched it more. Huh?
I wouldn't mind finding some of them and watching some of these cartoons over again. Although most likely, I probably wouldn't be entertained.
No, because they're not timeless, because
Yeah.
they'd still be on TV like reruns of Happy Days or
Mhm.
whatever,
Now,
Three's
Bugs
Company or
Bunny and the gang, all the gang, you know, they're timeless
yeah.
because they. I think it's because they really didn't pitch and hold themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
They were everything. They did this and they did that. Hey, I'm hunting rabbits. Elmer, you know, and,
Yeah, simple.
and Daffy Duck. Trying to get Elmer Fudd to kill the
Mhm.
bugs and all that stuff.
I remember this one kid. He was my mom's friend's son. He was probably a few years younger than me. He was about 3 or 4 years younger than me. But he would laugh at those cartoons like hysterically when we were kids. She'd be babysitting us,
Hmm.
and I was probably about 11. He had to be about 8. But he'd be watching stuff like that, Woody Woodpecker, and he wouldn't stop laughing. I mean, I didn't sit there like, ah! But he would like hysterically laugh at all these cartoons. I'm like, dude, well, I was like, what the hell's wrong with
Not
this
that
kid?
funny. All right.
So
So is that all
I
the
wonder if
honorable
he, I
mentions?
wonder if he still does it. He has flashback. Oh, number one.
Number
I can't,
one,
I can't think of
one.
any
Hey, wait a minute,
other
wait a minute,
honorable
wait a minute, wait a minute,
mentions.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Oh wait, one honorable mention. One
All
more.
right.
Sorry, Thundercats.
Thundercats, yeah.
I think that'd be pretty good too.
Well, Thunderbirds.
They've been talking about Thundercat movies for a while, but they haven't made it yet. Thunderbirds, I don't know what that is.
Mm,
That was a puppet show,
yeah,
like Davy and remember the other one, Davy and his dog, Davy and I
yeah.
forget the dog's name or whatever. Yeah, and they were good actually. I liked those when I was a kid too.
All right, here we go.
Number one,
Number one.
one, the show that had the hottest daughter in all the cartoons.
Oh, that is true. Probably the most, yeah, the hottest daughter.
Yes, and it's the Jetsons. I'm
George,
surprised. I'm surprised they haven't made that in a movie yet.
meet George Jetson.
They got Flintstone movies, no
Yeah,
Jetson movies yet. They should have had at the same time they did those Flintstone movies, especially one of them. They should have had a Jetson movie and made a universe like the Marvel universe,
yeah.
and have the Jetsons meet up with the Flintstones in like part 3 or whatever, And
You know, have the Jetsons go back in time by accident.
uh just
Cross
like they
Marty
did,
McFly and Doc Brown, their path,
yeah,
and then run into the Flintstones.
yeah, because they've done that in the cartoon, like 1 or 2 specials, maybe 3 specials where the
And
Jetsons.
what was the Martian's name? Marvin? Not Marvin.
Oh, you talk about the Flintstones?
Gazoo. Gazoo.
Yeah, the Great
The Great
Gazoo.
Gazoo. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Justice would be great. I think it would be still a good movie because even though back when we were kids, we thought this is what probably 2020s at least would look like. It was like the Jetsons, flying cars and automatic food machines and
I didn't care
whatever.
much for the Flintstone movie that they came out with.
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
okay.
both of them were kind of because the second one had the younger guys, like uh, they went to Las Vegas or Vegas Rock or
Yeah.
whatever they call it. Had one of
It was okay. It wasn't great. I think they could have
yeah
done much better. Just like I
because the
think they
first
could have done so much better with the Honeymooners movie.
I can't remember who played Barney in the first one. The first one was John Goodman was Fred,
Barney
right?
was what's his name from Ghostbusters, the little guy with the
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yeah. In the first one, yeah, John Goodman and him, and then the second one, the guy that played the king in Game of Thrones, King Robert,
Hmm.
he was Fred, and Billy Baldwin or one of those Baldwin brothers, the youngest one, was Barney,
Yeah,
which I think
yeah,
he did a good Barney actually. Out of all of them, he
yeah.
probably did the best because he's dumb as it is. And he's like, "Oh, hey, Fred." Oh.
Oh. Uh, I it's amazing how these cartoons kind of got folded into the culture, and even though you don't remember them, and some of them you don't remember, but they still evoke a nostalgia, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah. I think
could
each
cross
generation
over
too.
and could cross over to today if you would just modernize it a little bit. Now,
Right.
what I mean by modernize is make it look more presentable, more realistic, or more whatever, and not get into politics or all that crap.
Yeah.
Just make it a funny, entertaining movie for the kids. It's all for the kids. Like,
Right. Or for
oh,
the adults, for your inner kid.
it's for the kids, and it's for the adults, and it's for the adults to share with the kids. My God, people,
Okay.
let's just do it without political
Oh, excuse me.
references.
Sorry. Yeah, I think you look at the '90s and up to now. I mean, some of those cartoons I wouldn't even know what, unless SpongeBob or the big ones. But a lot of them,
SpongeBob, of
I could
course, The
just
Simpsons, of course, King of the Hill,
yeah, yeah,
South Park. It'd
right.
be interesting to see what they could do with South Park. Make it
Futurama
a
might be all right too.
make it a real people that look like the South Park characters.
Oh, yeah, that'd be easy actually. I mean, it's not as hard as you think it would be.
I think it would
You
be pretty cool.
get the one kid with the winter jacket where
Kenny,
hardly any of his face is
it's
showing.
your
Yeah,
Kenny.
yeah. You get some fat kid playing what the
Cartman.
hell's it? Yeah,
See how I know the names?
could have had a young Chris Domsky playing him.
Yeah, that is true. And your
Uh,
brother could play one of them too.
who did he?
Kyle probably
All right.
play Kyle. Isn't he the cynical one, Kyle
I don't know. I never. I know Kyle, Kenny,
Cartman?
Cartman. I forget the
It's
other one's
funny
name.
how they're all K and C names,
Yeah.
and Token.
Who
That
played
was
what?
funny. That was funny. Token's name isn't Token in the sense of it's Tolkien, as in was it R.R. Tolkien's or
J.R.
whatever,
Tolkien,
J.R.
Lord of the
Tolkien.
Rings.
Yeah, but they called him Token and thought it. Kyle, I think it was, that thought it was a racist thing.
Who would play chef? You think? If he was still alive, I think Bernie Mac might be a good chef.
Well, you know who played Chef to begin with?
No.
Shaft, the guy that played Shaft.
Oh, he did the voice actually.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the original Shaft guy.
Uh-huh.
I forget his name.
Yeah, not Samuel L. Jackson, but the original one.
Yeah. Now, this is off the subject, but I just uh, came to knowledge of this. This knowledge came to me the other day.
Okay.
Telly Savalas, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played in a lot of movies, but he played Kojak. He was Greek, and his brother played in the show with him. His brother's name was George, I think. And it's
Okay.
Stavros. Tell him, put a guy to tell him or whatever.
Hmm.
Stavros. That was the big guy with the curly hair.
I don't remember. I never watched Kojak. I think I
But
watched a
anyway,
couple
Kojak
times.
in real life, Telly Savalas, besides being a movie actor and TV show actor and singer and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
he was also friends with John Aniston, who happened, huh?
Is that Jennifer Aniston's dad?
Jennifer Aniston's dad. And Telly Savalas was, being that he was good friends with John, became Jennifer Aniston's godfather.
Hmm.
Also, when uh, Telly, right, passed away,
Yeah.
Jennifer was there, Kevin Sorbo was there, and you know who Kevin Sorbo was?
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was. Oh golly, he played in uh, the opposite of that one. Gosh,
Here, I got
shoot.
it. Here, I'm going to pull him up, see who he is. Kevin Sorbo. Okay, he played Hercules.
Hercules. And you know the opposite of the woman. You remember that they had two shows, Hercules and
Xena Princess Warrior.
yeah. So Kevin Sorbo was friends of the Telly Savalas' family and all that stuff like that too. They were all connected. I couldn't believe that.
Oh, did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Telly Savalas should have been even bigger than he was. He just had to look.
Yeah, and he had the ability to make a corny line or just any kind of crazy line sound cool.
I mean, even him playing Pontius Pilate and
Yeah.
The Greatest Story Ever Told was a great role. And
Yeah.
I'm just surprised he didn't have better roles than he had, you know?
You know, he already had male pattern baldness, and he shaved his head for that role. And
Kind of
from
like
that
Will
moment
Smith's
on, he kept his head shaved.
bald. Kind of like Will Smith's wife. Oh, she's got alopecia or whatever, but
Allahu?
alopecia.
Penis? Alapenis?
Alopecia.
Al's penis?
That that's nothing. That's not a life-threatening disease.
No.
Alopecia. I mean, yeah, you get some bald spots in your head, and there's another one called the beard one, which I had when I back in like 2008. I had. That's why I shaved my goatee off when they finally let us grow a goatee at work where I used to work, and I had it for a while. Then I got a bald, probably stress. It's either stress or hereditary. They say caused it. I got a bald spot there and a bald spot down here. I'm like, oh, got to shave that off now. And most times it disappears. Yeah, so alopecia is not a lifetime disease. I mean, most times it goes away within a year, 2 years, 3 years. Quote the Raven of Nevermore.
Nevermore. Yeah. All
right, so you want to go on to another subject?
Yes, that's fine. We can do that.
You want to close this one out?
Yeah, that's fine.
We can continue. Let's just do a closeout. Like, all right, thanks for watching. And then I'll just edit the video later.
All right.
All right, so that'll do it for this one. Top 10 cartoons and more.
I'm Jammer.
What's that? Vibrating number. Is your phone ringing?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so we'll see you on the next one.